Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today manga recommendation of an epic legendary manga, one of the big three, Naruto. And now, of course, Naruto doesn't need any recommendations, recognition, or anything because it's already established, and everybody knows about Naruto unless you're living under a freaking rock. And there's already millions and millions of videos, posts, and whatnot on the internet about how Naruto is awesome or trash or everything in the middle. But of course, this is my piece on the people, for the people who are on the fence, after watching all of these overwhelming, crazy amounts of appreciation and shitting on the show, and they're still trying to convince themselves like, is it even worth it? I mean, the people on the internet sound crazy as frick. So maybe I'll try to convince you, right? So I don't know, let's see. But of course, before that, manga recommendations. This is, again, this is just manga recommendations, so don't worry about spoilers. I'll try not to spoil at all and still try to convince you that this is a good show, right? So yeah, there you go, man. And again, of course, I'm recommending the manga, but of course, people who want to watch the anime, sure, you can go ahead as well, right? I mean, even though the anime, I would say, has its downsides, it also has its good moments. And just like me, I started with anime and then eventually went to the better adaptation, which is manga. But that's just me, right? So here you go. Anyway, Naruto is a story about hard work, perseverance, endurance, and never giving up, right? But at its core, it's about hatred, cycle of hatred, overcoming this hatred. Do you go the easy route and just contribute towards the cycle of hatred, or do you go the hard route, right? Do you go the hardest, the toughest route ever to break away from this cycle of hatred and try to do something different and try to actually change the world for for better or for worse, but try to change the world, right? And this is not a easy task, man. I mean, in even to this day in our real world, even if we like to talk about ourselves as if we are the most civilized of all time. Of course, people in the past are like nothing, we're advanced, we're awesome compared to those people. But of course, even to this day, even in our world, the cycle of hatred goes on, man. I mean, nobody wants to learn from history, nobody wants to go the extra mile and actually build from it rather than just contribute to it, right? So Naruto speaks to that, and it's beautiful, man. And every character, every villain has their own concept and their own thoughts and own ambitions, and everything contributes towards this, either reducing the cycle of hatred or increasing it, right? So everybody will get a character that they truly love and truly like, and they're actually, yeah, they're actually inspiring characters that you'll truly fall in love with, right? And again, the characters are beautifully written, even though I would say one of the major criticisms of this manga is that a lot of established characters are just thrown to us, they're just neglected, right? So it is sad for that, but some characters truly get the development they need, and they go you know overwhelmingly awesome, right? So yeah, it's a 50-50 on the characters, right? Either you love them a lot or either you hate them. They're just there to build the story, and especially in Naruto, right? I mean, of course, every fictional story has characters that build the story, but in Naruto, it's like truly you will like you know lean towards one or the other character, right? And some of the villains are like truly phenomenally written, man. I mean, their ideology sometimes there's this cliche about like you want that villain to win because he's kind of right, and I would like to believe that Naruto created that shit, right? Because Naruto has those villains that you like, is he wrong though? So yeah, that is truly awesome. And world building, there is world building, there is, but for the overwhelming length of the story, you'd assume there's like the world building and the world structure is like big and shit, but it feels small. I mean, of course, it's not, everything can't be like Elder Scrolls or One Piece with overwhelmingly big world where there's so many aspects to it. Of course, Naruto doesn't have that, but it definitely builds in the story, right? In the connections each of the regions have with each other, the history behind them, and all the baggage that comes with history, right? So yeah, again, I'm trying not to spoil anything, right? So it's hard for me not to like yeah, say a few things, but yeah, truly, like later on in the story, of course, the initial Naruto, it just shows the hidden leaf and the country of, I mean, the land of fire, but slowly you get to see everything else, others, their relationship with these people, and how the cycle of hatred, again, the core theme again is the cycle of hatred, right? How the cycle of hatred in everybody is trying to just move them to deeper and deeper shit, right? So again, this story is beautiful, man. It's phenomenal. And again, the main character Naruto, I mean, when I watched initially, I didn't like him at all, and now I don't hate him, but I truly understand him, and all his uh, his way of trying to bring peace to the world is kind of more optimistic, compared to what I'm used to, which what I like, because uh, I don't like it, but I am a pessimistic too. So, for me, it was too overwhelming. But truly, now after all of this time, in retrospect, I think Naruto is truly a good character with a different approach. Of course, nobody, everybody can't be like Goku, that you just beat the shit out of the villain and they slowly become an irrelevant side character, right? Yeah, that's not gonna happen with everybody. So of course, I kind of appreciate Naruto's talk no jutsu sometimes. Of course, sometimes it gets annoying, but it is what it is. But again, man, this is a beautiful story, and I think Naruto gets too much hate for for the ending. I understand, but because of the ending, even the whole story gets too much hate, too much negativity because of the exposure, right? Because in my opinion, in the early days, this is actually like the most popular of the big three, right? Eventually, of course, One Piece persevered, but of course, Naruto was the most popular, and because of its ending, the downfall was as bad as that. So I think you know Naruto is truly worth reading and watching if you want, but I'd recommend reading. I mean, after reading, maybe you can watch some of your like favorite moments and stuff that'll improve it, but it is what it is. But again, I think I convinced you, maybe because trying to convince people to do something without spoiling is kind of difficult, but again, I don't want to spoil anything, right? So it is what it is, man. I mean, definitely, please do check out Naruto. It's a phenomenal story. Just forget for a second what everybody is saying on the internet about it and try to experience it yourself, right? I think you'll appreciate it a lot. A lot. But anyways, again, check out my other manga recommendations. I think I recommend good mangas. But anyways, check it out and comment down what do you think about Naruto if you already read, if you, or if maybe I kind of contributed in convincing you to kind of read it. Whatever, comment down. But anyways, as always, until next time, peace.